Hello. Oh, hang on. Huh, not yet. Nearly there. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Spot On Feng Shui. Yes, so maybe you always kind of knew or anticipated that having plants around you makes a difference. And you were right, they do. And this is what I want to dive in with you today in another episode of Spot on Feng Shui. It's the second in the series of indoor plants for your Feng Shui home. And in the last episode, I looked at air purifier, and this time we're going to look at yang features. So, hi, I'm Sandra, the founder of the Academy of Making Sense, and I invite you to dive deeper with me into the world of Feng Shui and Chinese metaphysics. Because, if you don't like what's happening for you or around you, if you feel stuck, so you can either change yourself or your environment. Choices over choices. So, your indoor plants can have a major impact on how you actually feel. So, we're looking again at another aspect of plants. And as I said in the last episode, we had a look at air purifiers. So today, in today's episode, I would like to look at yang features. So, for instance, the plant that is on the thumbnail for this video, the Monstera. The Monstera in the picture stands for longevity, and it stands for honoring the elder. So not no plant itself is good or bad. It's just what it symbolizes and what it is for. So this plant, the Monstera, for instance, as I said, stands for longevity because it grows fast and it grows big. So it's a young feature. It's definitely large. But of course, because it grows fast, it can also stand for suffocating. So no thing in itself is good or bad. It's what you do with it. So, where would you place a fast-growing plant that tends to be really big and green and flashy and active and everything? So it has more of a yang quality. Can you see that? So I personally would not have that one in the bedroom. You can have that in the bathroom. It likes the moisture. You can have it in your living room or in an office area. So young featured plants um, help you lift the chi in an energetic way, just fastening things up. So that monstera is one of the examples. The probably most significant example is the Yaka plant, the Yaka palm, or also the Dracena, the dragon tree plant, which is a kind of a milder one. So if you look at the Yaka palm tree, it has this like a fountain almost springing up. It's coming down, yes, but most of the part is actually going up. So it's a young feature. The leaves itself, um, if you can call them leaves, are very hard and very spiky. And that's another part of a young feature because spiky and hard and sharp on the edges, almost a little bit like a dagger or a sword. It's about attack. So it's an attacking energy. So again, we're having yang features in those palm trees. So if you have like an attacking energy, it's a young feature. So where would I place that? So you can place that again in your office. And also because of the shape of it, it's kind of imitating a fountain-like feature. So it's a water feature. So it's really symbolizing the water and it's symbolizing the quality of life and of enhancing and of going out and going up. So the yucca palm and the dragon tree, the dracena, really symbolize this shifting energy. So it's a really good feature to have in a workspace or an office if you need to energize that one. If you need to energize that, if your office or workspace is more about contemplating, is more about calming down, then it is not a good feature. So it would be also a feature, for instance, outside of your house. If there's a road, if there's something that seems to attack you, you can attack back. So that's what the yucca, for instance, is for. Um, all the young features are energizing, but as I said, and in the example with the Monstera, it always depends on what you are using it for. You can use the Monstera for longevity, for honoring the elders, for growth, But if it's overbearing, if it's too much, then it can become suffocating. Same with young feature plants like the yucca or the cactus. So if you have too many of them, then there is an attacking energy that might come back to you. So maybe you know people who love cacti, and that's fine. I used to have that phase too. If you have that much, or you have a friend who has really all of those spiky, sword like, dagger like plants, and maybe ask yourself, are those people who are having trouble setting boundaries and saying no? And that is their way of defending themselves. So that could be, I don't want to overthink it, but I just want you to see the different functions of plants in your life. So I had a phase where I had yucca plants all over and dragon plants, and that was really a phase where I had to learn to say no. So nowadays, I don't need to, I don't have to. I have one or the other, like aloe vera, which is also a little bit spiky, but a different quality. We're coming to that, to the quality of those plants in the next episode where we're going into the yin features. Today, I want to stay with the yang features. So it is about the quality of that plant. So what does the plant look like? Does it look like it is attacking? Can I cut myself on the sharp edges? Then probably it's a yang energy. If it's more flashy and thick, then it's probably more yinny. Remember, the yin quality, like a sofa cushion, would be yin quality. So you can also see that in plants. So really, the quality of a plant, indoor plant, comes down to the structure, to the shape, to the texture almost, and to the quality, what it is for. So yang features we want, for instance, in an office. We want, for instance, in the living room, probably, where we want it lively. Maybe not in your reading corner. That's probably more a yin quality. But if you feel like your home is too slow, too depressing, too dark, then maybe you need a yang feature plant to bring more life into that. So again, no plant is good or bad. There's no such thing, no such quality as such. They all have their reasons, and they all have their way of enhancing your life, of giving your life more quality. So most of the palm trees, like the Hawea and the Kensia, they have these qualities. And you can see that those trees, those palm trees, have a different quality than a yucca. So you can have a harsher quality, more attacking towards less attacking. And that is what yang is all about. I mean, yang energy is about attacking in the end. It's about bringing things to life. And again, nothing is good or bad. There could be a reason why you want to attack a project. You want to attack writing that book. You want to attack that next launch. So use that word just for like getting started, energizing, and not necessarily attacking someone, but starting something. So that is what the cactus, the yuccas, are actually there for. And I just want to tell you one story to emphasize that. I was called to a household a few years ago in Germany, that was. And he was complaining that he's still single and he doesn't want to. And if I could see something in his place where he lived. And well, he had a beautiful collection of cacti. And I said, okay, what's that for? Oh, I just love them. And I said, okay, you have to then either find someone who is also feeling as vulnerable as you are and is comfortable with the cactus, or you need to minimize them. So I said to him, you should have a look into like clubs who are, or like-minded people who also like the same thing. And that's where I found her. That was amazing. That was cool. So again, there's nothing positive or negative. There just is. And it's the same with the plants. It's the same with your Feng Shui. The Feng Shui of your home is the Feng Shui of your home. So if it works for you, don't change it. If there is something in your home that doesn't work for you as you want it, maybe you need to tweak or change a bit. And maybe plants is one of the qualities, but maybe you have to go into the yin and the yang. And ultimately, you need to look into what is your dream and your goal for your home. What do you want to have in your home? Is it harmony? Do you work at home? So everything, your different goals in your life, they mirror in your home. And that's what you need to see there. Well, I hope this episode about the yang quality of plants did help you. I'm going to have a look into the yin quality in my next episode of Spot on Feng Shui. So if you want to see it, subscribe, like, follow, whatever you want, or contact me if you need something very specific. Have a wonderful day, and I see you again soon here. Bye.